Hi again. Alan Reece with the law firm of Frank and Kraft, speaking again with another one of our senior care consultants here in the city of Indianapolis. Today I'm sitting with Jan Tienhaara of Senior Life Transitions. They're a senior mover, which is something that many folks have never heard of before. Jan, how you doing today?
Fine, thanks.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yep. I'm Jan Tienhaara with Senior Life Transitions.
And what does Senior Life Transitions do?
Well, we are a full-service senior move management company, and we do everything from we're licensed movers to helping with estate sales and all the steps that you would need to move someone from a home into a senior community or any kind of a downsizing situation. So we have our clients, usually I'll go out first and have a consultation and try to see what their needs are, if they just need the movers or most likely they'll need more help than that. And a lot of them are coming from maybe a home of 35 to 50 years with all their possessions, their treasures, and so we're going to have to figure out how to downsize. We help with sorting and downsizing, and one of the things that we love doing and is so valuable is the floor planning. So we go out and measure their furniture, measure the new home, and try to help them figure out what is the most important thing for them to have. What are their treasures? What pieces do they love? Even if we use it in a unique way for a TV stand or something, what they want is my goal to try to make it work for them. And then we talk about whether they'll need help with packing. A lot of times their children might be so busy or live out of state, and so they're going to need help with the physical packing and the unpacking and the setting up of the new home. So as we're packing, we want to duplicate what they've got there. So we'll take pictures, and then when we're unpacking, we try to get it back exactly the way they had it. We hang pictures, curtains, so when they walk in at the end of the day, after we've packed and moved, by 4 or 5 o'clock, they'll walk in and everything will be set up. Beds made, lights, TV, everything plugged in, boxes are gone, and they'll just walk in to their instant home. So it's very fun to do and to help them. Sometimes if it's a bigger job, we'll have to pack the one day and do the move and unpack the second day. But we try to have a big team and get it all done for them.
So I understand the process. Instead of just showing up, packing up things in boxes and taking them somewhere else and unpacking them, it's a broader process. You maybe have conversations early on with what they're trying to accomplish. It sounds like you actually map out a floor plan of where they're going and help them decide where they want their most important things to go. And then as the actual process of packing up and moving and then setting things up, it's not just, you don't just show up with a bunch of boxes in their new place they're living. You actually unpack and set it up.
Oh, everything's put away. Mm-hmm.
Is that pretty much the process and how it works, or have I missed something?
No, yes, and I mean the whole time it's very relational, where it's very people oriented versus stuff oriented. So we're, whether it's being a resource to, if they want to, it's just being there for them during the whole steps. They may need to have several floor plans. They may need to have it switched around or switched out, or along the way there's a lot of processing that goes on, and so that's with myself and my assistant Sarah, who does the floor plans.
Okay. Could you give me an example of maybe something where you had to do things a little bit different or a little bit special? Maybe someone you helped that had a special set of needs or concerns, something where you had to kind of go above and beyond that would differentiate you from your average mover.
Well, because they're seniors or working with seniors, sometimes there's more challenges physically. So they physically, and maybe sometimes with some memory issues. So we're always trying to have them do as much as they can on their own, treating them with respect and not going in and taking over or telling them what to do. So recently one of our clients, she did have some memory issues, and I know the first time I went to meet with her, she wasn't there because she'd forgotten. And so the second time we got together, and she just needed a lot of extra help and time because of not being sure of where everything goes and wanting to take too much. And so it was great. It worked out in the end. Her floor plan was beautiful. and everything, but it took more time because we had to go over things and maybe go over and call her more and follow up on things. But we feel like we really love each client and try to help as much as we can in any way that they would need.
Okay. So you're located in Fishers, is that right? And do you just serve Fishers, or do you have a broader area that you can help folks in?
We do, majority is our communities are in Indianapolis, but because we're members of the National Association of Senior Move Managers, we can connect with other folks coming from out of state or another city. Recently, we had a move from Fort Wayne, or from Indianapolis to Fort Wayne, so the family contacted me and wasn't sure even what to do about moving their mom. They didn't know. They just said, would you move her and the furniture? And so we ended up helping them think through things that she wanted to bring. I went in to visit the apartment, and beautiful knickknacks, lots of collectibles, and I thought, she's going to want this stuff around her. She's obviously loves all of these things, and they hadn't even thought about that yet. So they were appreciative that we helped them think through the questions they didn't even know what to ask. And they were very happy because we packed up her treasures and her furniture and unpacked it up there, and they were out of state or out of town the whole time. So it helped them a lot, So
you mentioned the National Association of Senior Move Managers. What is that, and why would that matter when you're looking to find someone to help you move?
Well, we appreciate being a member. They have a very strict code of ethics and high bar. You have to go through training, and we have a national conference every year and smaller conferences where we can learn. You have to jump through hoops, definitely, to be involved and to be a part of that. And we appreciate that. We love being connected. It's been a great resource.
So it's some sort of certification process and training that you go through to make sure that the sort of best practices and gold standard of moving folks is met by you in the work that you do.
Yeah, and so it's so nice to connect with others in our organization if they're if we can do that nationally across the state borders and stuff.
Okay. What do you think is special about the way you move folks compared to other movers, compared to competitors? What is it that sort of differentiates you and makes you stand out? What do you think you do better than anybody else?
Well, I think we are very relational. So we do things, I feel like we're moving people. We're not moving things. We really focus on the people, and the services we offer are definitely sort of geared for the seniors need and the challenges that they would have, as opposed to just showing up and moving A to B. It's a very big, if they need all that extra help, we're ready to provide it. And the people that we have on our team I think are wonderful. They love seniors. Our movers, I just have to say a little plug with them. The seniors love our movers. They're just these wonderful young men, and they're smart. My son is the IU graduate, and he leads our team there. And so they love our movers. They're very comfortable with them. I think half the time, sometimes they think they're their grandsons, working for them. So they love that. They can really relate to them, and they're kind and wonderful. The Packers, the ladies that work for me, they just love them. So we get so many positive comments back from, the people that we work, that say they love the people that work for them. So
for the folks who are watching this video, if you had to give advice or recommendations, and if they're looking for someone to help them move, what sort of advice, given your experience and the training you have, what are things that they should keep in mind?
Well, I love to be a resource for the families and the seniors for what help they can get in terms of these services. Is that kind of what you mean?
What I mean is, if someone's looking to hire a mover, what should they be looking for in the person that they hire?
Okay. I don't know.
Did I surprise you? I'm sorry.
Angie's last A plus rating. I don't know.
So what I'm thinking is, okay, if someone's looking to find a senior mover, these are things they might want to keep an eye out for. They want to see that they're a member of the association.
Oh,
okay.
Or
they want to see that they're maybe locally owned instead of some big corporation.
Okay.
They want to see that They do this,
They're
and this.
licensed.
Or,
Angie's List,
licensed.
we're A+ members.
And we're licensed,
We're ranked as one of
insurance.
the #1 movers in the city.
Why don't you say
No,
that?
no. What I'm just saying is I'm coaching you. That's the
We're
kind
really
of
nice.
thing.
Or you can even say we're really nice. We say, listen, you want to make sure that you have some sort of rapport with the folks you're meeting with. You want to see that they actually
are insured.
Or they're insured, or get a sense that they really seem to care, that they have
Yeah.
people who are happy with the experience, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, you want to give it another round?
Yeah,
We'll just cut
I
this
don't
part
know.
out.
Yeah, maybe he could answer that
No, no,
question.
no.
Well, no, because then he'll just magically appear.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Okay.
All right.
A licensed mover guy.
So we'll pick up from now. Just ask it again.
So the licensing and I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Well, you know what? We could just.
Well, no. I think the
You don't
thing
do a
is,
lot of
the thing. Well, I think
advertising.
the thing is that, like you're saying, is that the #1 thing is
Your
one of the things
reputation?
you want to do is in the state of Indiana, you have to be licensed movers.
Well, everybody's licensed. Wouldn't you assume
They
that?
aren't.
Okay, you wouldn't assume that. Okay.
They want to be like they're not licensed. One, they're not part of a national association movement,
Okay.
and we are A+ members of
Okay.
Angie's List. We are ranked as one of the #1 movers in the city.
I don't like saying all that. That's so bragging
Well,
about it.
well, you
That
could
doesn't
do-
sound good.
you could say, listen. You don't take my word for it. Here's what I would do if I was looking for a mover. I would look at Angie's List to see what the rankings are.
Okay.
I would check with the Better Business Bureau. I would
Okay.
I would see if they have any sort of customer reviews. What do the folks who use them say? Do
Oh,
they say good
yeah.
things or say bad
Okay.
things?
Okay.
Senior
Are they
communities.
when it,
Ask senior oh, they all recommend that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
the other thing is you could say, well, when it comes to specifically senior movers, there's this national association. People put time and energy. It shows that they've devoted time and energy. They think this is important. They may put time.
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. So for our audience who are maybe looking to hire a mover to help either help them move or help their parents move, what sort of things should they be looking for in a mover, specifically in a senior mover?
Well, I think the National Association of Senior Move Managers is a great place to start. That shows that we are definitely certified in that area. We obviously we're licensed, and we have reviews on Angie's List. People might want to check, or recommendations from senior communities. So, and maybe just I go out and meet people. I do that all the time. So I'm happy to do, free consultations. So maybe just some of those ideas.
Okay. Jan, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today. Hopefully you've educated our audience a little bit. You certainly educated me. Thanks for coming in and taking some time out of your day.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. And we'll be back in a little bit answering some more questions that folks have about the senior care communities, elder care consultants, and elder law. Thanks.